stream. Um, Today we are going to be following TM Esports and Taco Truck in the Death Blossoms Friends community tournament. This is bracket 3, so Plat Diamond. Um, I will be casting today, Eli, on the mic, and I'm really excited about this because it's the first week of the tournament, and so everyone's still seeing what the competition's like. So it's really exciting. We'll have a lot of fun. I have some simple overlays here that I worked on a little bit. But no, they're just text boxes. And I think we're gonna start out on Lijiang Tower no, we're starting on Ilios this week. So the maps are Ilios, Junkertown, and Hanamura. So Ilios, each map on Ilios has a really different like comp or play style that teams can play around. So it'll be really exciting to see what these teams pull out, whether it's a Orisa Hog, whether we get some Lucio in play, the Widow on Ruins. So it'll be really exciting to see who plays what and how we're playing around that. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the team names for now. So we have Team Esports on the left right now, and taco truck on the right, I believe. Yes. And then um, those should be in place for when the game actually starts. We are on a stream delay. I put it on 3 minutes. It just seems like a pretty good time for me personally, and I'll definitely be keeping up with the chat. So if you guys are out there, want to um, spam to support your team, go right ahead. Again, we'll have lots of fun, and I'll be keeping my eye on chat, so don't feel like you're left out. Um, So right now, I think we're just waiting a little bit. I think both teams are ready, um, but we're just hanging out for now, setting everything up, and we'll see um, what we get. Just plugging my stream on the Discord server. So if anyone comes from there, thank you. Um, and I don't see much talking. The chat's not muted, so I think we should be good. So on this side we have Taco Truck, Home Dog, River, Gotham, Mauler 4500, Light Serpent, and McCabe. And then on this side sorry, that was TM Esports. And this side we have Taco Truck with Butch Villain, Danielle, Resby, uh, Tsukitenshi, Artemis, and Lady Kindred. Um, Taco Truck definitely has their player icon coordination on point. We'll see if that translates to um, in-game play as well. So I've got chat on my phone right here. So if anyone says anything, um, especially if like anything's wrong with the settings, definitely ping that out. It'll come to me 3 minutes later, but I'll get on it as soon as I can. So we're just chilling. So back to the map. So map one, like I said, we're seeing Ilios, a lot of different comps for each map within Ilios. So that'll be a lot of fun. Second map is Junkertown. So obviously in the OWL, we've been seeing a lot of this single support triple tank with the flex support kind of going on to that Roadhog, that third tank, that extra damage, that extra shield break. Maybe we'll see that. Maybe we'll see a resurgence of the pirate ship meta with the Bastion on point, just melting everyone down. Um, that's really tough to play into, but after um, the attacking team kind of loses that positioning on point with the pirate ship, it becomes a lot harder to reset up. And then lastly, we'll see Hanamura, or as a lot of my friends like to call Drawmura. We definitely do see a lot of draws there. Second point is very difficult to crack. First point a little bit easier, but it's a great map with a lot of flexibility. I could definitely see a lot of Mei coming in as well. Mei is awesome on Hanamura. I would love to see that. Maybe even some like goats comp, triple support, triple tank to kind of just break that first point. Maybe snowball into the second point. We'll see how that works out for these teams. Um, like I said, I'm really excited. I don't really know um, what to expect right now, and we'll see how this works. Yeah, they're saying hi to the Twitch stream. So hey chat, they're saying hi. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. So like I said, just waiting for the game to start. Um, okay, so we were having comms issues with one of the teams, but I think we've sorted that all out. So they're saying ready. I'm just gonna say casters ready. And I'm just gonna hide chat. Much more aesthetically pleasing for my viewers. Hopefully they won't be pinging me out during the game. Um, but we are getting the ready call. TME Sports Taco Truck. Yes, did have the names right, so good on me. And I think we'll be starting soon. Oh, okay, now they're ready. Suki. Okay, so I'm th assuming they're talking about Tsuki. So I'm just gonna call them Tsuki, make it a little easier on me because Tsukenshi, Tsuketenshi, is definitely a little too advanced for me at this point.
Arriving at Ilios.
Okay, perfect. So the names are in the right position. Oh yeah, and if you haven't noticed in the bottom right corner, I'll have the score as well. So here we're starting out on Ruins. So this is definitely a very good Widow map with those long sight lines mirrored on each side. And so right now we aren't seeing any Widows coming out from both teams. And we are seeing an Lucio on one side. Oh no, okay. There's still a lot of time to set up, so I think they're trolling me a little bit with these comps, but we'll see who kind of settles on what. Okay, so the Zen Mercy coming out from TME Sports, along with the double dive tanks and double sniper comp. So really trying to take advantage of those long, long sight lines. On Taco Truck, they're playing a very similar style, except instead of the Widow, they swapped out the Genji, maybe to put a little more pressure on the enemy Widow, the enemy snipers. We'll see how that plays out for them, but they
Five,
definitely have that
four,
long range pressure still from
three,
that Hanzo.
two,
So
one.
I'm gonna go ahead and start out on
Round
Gotham here.
one.
Let's see if they can get an opening pick. See if this Widow really lives up. Goes up high, doesn't really see anything. Gets a shot on the body shot onto the diva of Tsuki. But still, oh, and a big headshot onto Lady Kindred. Really pressuring that initial dive. Lady Kindred does come in, and Owen gets taken out by Home Dog. A great counter dive. Um, Taco Truck a little bit on the back foot now without their main tank. Um, Mahler just melting Taco Truck on the point, just really trying to get them off, pressure them off, and get a quick first cap. McCabe coming in with the double kill and got him finishing off the Mercy to really finish off that first capture. Really great work from TM Esports there. The great counter dive, as well as keeping their snipers way in the back to get those easy shots off. Um, no comp switches coming out from Taco Truck. Still on that Genji and Hanzo. McCabe taking a little bit of pressure. Just trying to take care of that Genji, keep the Genji away from Gotham on the Widow. Lady Kindred comes in again and gets taken down again by the counter dive along with the headshot from Gotham. Tsukenshi just trying to keep the team with a forward position. But it's a lot more difficult without Lady Kindred on the Winston here. Tsukenshi just poking in, takes a few shots to the face from the snipers. regroups, and Team Esports already 50% on the capture meter, so it's looking very good for them. Along with their um, uh, ultimate economy. McCabe just throws in the dragons, as well as Artemis throws in dragons. But it's TM Esports, the ones that are coming out on top with the double kill onto Danielle and Lady Kindred. And then another pick off to Resby and finishing Tsuki on the Diva. Danielle is coming up on the Dragon Blade on the side of Taco, but River does have the chance to counter that. We'll see if they can get, if Taco can bait out this trance. Um, let's watch Danielle to see what they want to do with this Dragon Blade. 90% left. A lot of pressure on the point. Taco Esports has got to go in. Oh, and the big shutdown from Gotham from the back row. River popping the Transcendence after Butch Villain, keeping their team up a lot easier than TM Esports, than Taco Truck at the moment. Tsukenshi with the bomb. Oh, the big boop off. Taco Truck is coming back in. Resby just trying to stay alive, keep the team alive on the point. And Lady Kindred just cleaning up with that Tesla cannon, gets 3 clean kills. So now, TM Esports does just need one fight to get this map, to get this stage of the map. And both teams not really with a lot of ults to work with, just home dog on TM Esports with the Diva Bomb. So we'll see how, so we should see a few dry pushes coming in for both teams. Gotham gets a quick early kill onto Butch Villain, and a second quick kill onto Artemis. Pops gets dove by Lady Kindred, but Taco Esports, Taco Truck is just crumbling under the pressure of TM Esports. Mahler once again just going in, cleaning up on point, and that will be Ilios Ruins. Home dog throwing in the Diva Bomb to deny, gets a double kill just for style points, and we'll be moving on to the next stage. So really great counter dives from Team Esports. Their Widow and Hanzo did very well, but they weren't under a lot of pressure. They were very well protected all the way in the backline. So we'll see how Taco Truck wants to adapt. Maybe taking a little bit more coordination, or swapping off this Hanzo for a little bit more frontline pressure. We'll see. Right now we don't see any comp switches coming up from either team actually. Oh no, we do see McCabe swap onto the Pharah and Gotham going onto the Hanzo. So we are seeing a Pharah here on Well. Oh, and the Orisa Hog coming out from Taco Truck. So we'll see what Lady Kindred can do with this, and Tsukenshi can do with this. Tsuketenshi can do with this halt hook combo. Shield goes down. A good placement on point, just trying to take up that point pressure. They are getting pressured from the back by Mahler though. River does go low. A nice hook onto Home Dog by Tsukenshi. And it's just a very drawn out battle here. A lot of poke coming out from both teams. But Gotham gets an early gets the first pick on Artemis. Danielle swaps with River on the other team, and Resby comes in with the res on Artemis. But Taco Truck is just taking too much pressure from the dive on the backlines, and they go down in the end. So TM Esports just kind of went through the back, let McCabe get a lot of pressure from the skybox, and then their dive tanks just kind of came from the side and slowly melted down Taco Truck's backline. Oh, and a nice hook by Tsuketenshi, but a good DM from Home Dog to deny that damage. Light Serpent does go down from Artemis though. Artemis swaps to the Pharah, gets another boop onto River, and Team Esports is just not dealing with this Pharah at all. Artemis just has free reign, going for that duel against McCabe. We'll see who comes out on top. One body shot. Oh, Artemis needs to reload. Another shot. Oh, and Artemis does take out McCabe in the end. But Mahler is just stalling out on point here with his Primal Rage. Just trying to keep Taco Truck off the point as best as they can. Home Dog does finish off Lady Kindred, and it will be a lost fight on the side of Taco Truck. Just not enough point presence there. They did get some early kills, but just not enough pushing power. Danielle does have the Dragon Blade up, so we'll see what they want to do with this. There is no trance on the side of Team Esports. River only is about 60%. Taco Truck coming in from the right, trying to. Oh, but McCabe gets Danielle. Danielle was already so low before even the engagement started. McCabe goes for the. And now Artemis with the barrage, but both don't really get much. And TM Esports should be able to clean up here with a numbers advantage. Got him just getting those clean shots off. Danielle coming in very aggressive, goes straight for the blade, but gets shut down. And River does have the chance this time. Will Taco Truck be able to get back? No, they won't. And that will be Ilios. Um, I do believe that's the map over. I don't think we're playing to a best of 5. Um, but let me check. I do believe it's a best of 3. So TM Esports did should have come out on this map Ilios. So some great work from Team Esports. Their DPS weren't under a lot of pressure, so they just kind of got free pot shots from the back line. Taco Truck, not enough dive pressure on those snipers, especially on Ruins. Um, Taco Truck did have some good plays, especially those hooks coming from to to Katenshi, but the DMs from Home Dog were just too clutch, denying all that follow-up damage after those hooks. So that will be the first map going to Team Esports. So that's 1-0 TM Esports leads. Live editing, folks. And then, so the next map, like I said, will be um, Junkertown. So let me just take a look at the notes, the rules real quick. So we're just setting up, seeing who's going to be attacking and defending first here on Junkertown. So Junkertown, the land down under, the outback. And so Taco Truck chooses to defend first. So we will be swapping sides. So let me just swap that on my overlays. And then we'll see what comps that these teams want to run. Um, Maybe that pirate ship I was talking a little bit about. I think we'll see a lot of Orisa here as well as a lot of snipers, especially on first point. We'll see as the map progresses as well how these teams want to adapt to each other's kind of playstyles and comp choices. And here we go.
Welcome to Junkertown.
So here we have again Taco Truck on the defense and TM Esports on the attack. Uh, Gotham did very well last round on the Widow and Hanzo, so I would really like to see those snipers kind of come out from the side of Team Esports again. They were very effective, especially when they weren't under a lot of pressure. Um, Taco Truck looking to take possibly this the normal death ball with a Zarya Rein, maybe a little bit more point presence rather than long range poke from the Orisa. We are seeing a Bastion on the attack for now, but we'll see if they swap off. Because again, they are in attacker spawn, and attackers don't really need choose until maybe the last 5 seconds or so. So on the side of Taco Truck, we are seeing the Death Ball combo with Rein Zarya, and then we're seeing for the DPS Junkrat Widow. I think this is very effective, especially if they're expecting a uh, Bastion. The Widow kind of denies any peeks coming out from behind the shield, from the Orisa shield, and the Junkrat does put a lot of pressure on point itself. The attacking team still, they're running this solo Brig healer right now, but I don't really know whether to believe this or not. Okay, just having a little fun here. Um, okay, so we aren't going to see the pirate ship actually. We are going to see the single support though. On Light Serpent, playing the single support triple tank with River. Again, typically their flex support on the Roadhog. Lady Kindred is trying to get some information, taking a lot of shield damage here. Maybe wants to back up. Throws a fire strike, but gets eaten by Home Dog, and now they are on kind of a more defensive position, waiting for the cart to push up. A nice pull and a nice shot from Gotham to start off. Danielle down in the back and Lady Kindred no shield. River with a big right click onto the face of Lady Kindred. Misses the hook, but this should be an easy first point cap for Team Esports. Just kind of pushing around the bend. Oh, Junkrat does get Gotham in the back. Artemis again with another shot. Nice cleanup from Artemis. Does take a lot of pressure, but River just coming right back with the kills. It's Tsukatenshi trying to contest point a little bit more. Gets a nice. Oh, but Danielle's popping off. Danielle came back. That quick pick from Gotham is coming to bite them in the butt. Because Danielle just comes right back and says, "Nope, you're not getting first point for free. I'm coming back. I'm clutching this out." So great clutch play and Butch Villain, charging up that trance very quickly. So, we'll see what Team Esports wants to do on the re-engage. So we see Team Esports just taking a little bit of poke. Tsukatenshi does go down very quickly. Lady Kindred trying to block for the res, but just too much frontline pressure and Resby can't get in. Butch Villain does go down. Resby under a lot of pressure. Needs to grab that health pack. Oh, Artemis does have the Riptire. We'll see what they want to do with it. River takes down Lady Kindred. Oh, and the snipe from Gotham takes out the Riptire. Resby does go down. Tsukatenshi will not be recontesting. It does go down. That was some really bad camera work from me. I'm really sorry, guys. So Mahler just pushing up a little bit. Team Esports does have the advantage here, getting first point. And McCabe, a quick pill onto Danielle. Danielle's been going down very quickly in these sniper battles. Just too much pressure. River pops the ult, and so does Butch Villain on the side of Taco Truck. All during this, TMD Sports is getting free push. The bongo coming out from Mahler. Resby does go down on the side of Taco Truck, and this should just be cleanup for TM Esports to get it pushed through second point. Actually no, Taco Truck. Oh no, but they do lose Katie Kindred and a few more quick kills. Artemis doing their best to just kind of spam these mines in and get these kills as much as possible. Does spot the Mercy, but cannot push. Takes a lot of pressure. Nice bubble from Tsukatenshi. Does have the grab. Will they want to pop it here? Does get on point, but just not in time. The second point gets captured, and Team Esports just rolling through this this map of Junkertown with this triple tank single support setup. Okay, that was weird. Um, okay, my game is bugging the hell out. So give me a second. Um, All I see so far is okay. My game.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Okay, dropping frames, dropping frames. Okay, okay, we're back. We're back, chat. Okay, we're good. All through that, no grabs still not used, and Team Esports just rolling this card in very leisurely through third point. Sukatenshi does go down with the grab. A Taco Truck is just staggering at this point. They need to get in. Something needs to come in from this Rip Tire. Artemis coming in with the Rip Tire, trying to do. Oh, and got him, takes it out again. Sukatenshi coming in with the grab. Will this be? Will this do enough? Gets one. Does have the bubble to shield herself. Um, Resby's still alive. Brings back Lady Kindred, but the fight is just not in Taco Truck's favor. Resby will have to recontest, and I think that's gonna be it on the attack of Junkertown. Team Esports just rolling that in very, very leisurely through, I want to say, second and third points. Um, Taco Truck just didn't have that good regroup, that good team fight to come back on. And um, after they lost first point, they kind of they didn't get a good chance to regroup before going back to defend second point. And then again on third, they just kind of went in one by one. They had these great ultimates and these great ultimate combos, but they just couldn't get anything with them. So on this time, we will see Taco Truck on the attack. So hopefully their offense will perform a lot better than their defense that time. Just that lack of regroup really denied them any really good fights to come back in and come back in on that defense. So we are seeing the pirate ship coming out from the side of Taco Truck this time. Um, on the side of Team Esports, though, we are seeing um, a mirror comp of what they ran on attack. Um, with that solo support. So on the defense, that solo support is a lot more key. Whether Taco Truck will be able to take out Light Serpent consistently will be a very, very big factor on a lot of these team fights. Okay, so for the start, let's see how this Bastion strat works out. This tried and true trying not to show the Bastion at the start, but does get hit by McCabe, so they will know that there's a Bastion coming out. And they do have the double shields from the Orisa and Reinhardt here. Artemis just goes down though, just couldn't break through the shield fast enough. Tsukatenshi trying to recontest point, but just gets taken down as well. River getting very low on the side of Team Esports though, but Light Serpent doing a great job of prioritizing healing targets very well. And Light Serpent almost 70% to the first Valkyrie, 72% to that first Valkyrie already. Artemis does make the quick swap off onto the Hanzo. Says, hey, that Bastion's not going to work. Let's swap off. Oh, gets a nice headshot onto Gotham. The res is coming back in. So Gotham will be back in the fight very quickly. We are still on the double main tank on the side of of Taco Truck though. So we'll see how they want to use these shields very strategically. A nice res from Resby getting Danielle back in the fight, but Lady Kindred goes down with that. Again, Tsukatenshi also going down. Lady Kindred with that Shatter ready, but won't be able to get anything out of it this time. The off tanks on this side of Team Esports very charged up. Got him just trying to snipe out. Home Dog goes diving straight in onto the enemy team. Does have that Diva Bomb for either a quick remix. Oh, and will they? Yep, they'll just pop it. Artemis does take out Light Serpent, and Danielle pops the Dragon Blade, takes out two. Going after Gotham, will they get the last swipe in? No. Oh, and gets sniped out by Gotham, but did do enough work with the double kill. Light Serpent went down very quick in that fight. Danielle coming back into this fight thanks to Resby. did go down very quick in that fight thanks to a nice headshot by Artemis. Um, and we will see if the enemy team wants to recontest. I think they will. They are on the Winston now, trying to jump in as quick as they can. Light Serpent does have that Valk, but so does Resby. They will contest just in time. Um, just a fight on the point. Butch Villain with that trance, just healing everyone up. Um, so they're using both support ults on the side of Taco Truck here, so they really need to get something out of this. But Resby does go down. Resby did not Valk actually. Tried to use that trance only, and now, oh, but C9, a huge C9 from the side of Team Esports. They just got too aggressive. They saw both supports down on the side of Taco Truck, and they just got off point. So respawns will be coming in very shortly for Taco Truck. A big mistake from Team Esports. They could have full held that. Again, Light Serpent is still on the solo support, so Light Serpent will have to be very careful again, and try not to get taken out by an arrow from Artemis once more. Artemis just scouting out, getting that Sonic out for more information. Does have the Dragon Strike ready. Oh, we do have the combo ready on the side of. Oh, Winston dives in, gets Butch Villain, and just gets right out. No one turns. No one tries. Oh, but the Light Serpent goes down. But so does Resby. Both sides, no heals, and a lot more sustain from the side of Team Esports because of those tanks. Artemis does pop the Dragon Strike. I don't know. I would have saved that for the Grav. Sukatenshi does have that Grav ready for the next fight. Resby just trying to get away from Mauler here with who does pop that Primal Rage. Will get back into spawn and get healed up. Home Dog very low. Just waiting for Light Serpent to get back from spawn. Butch Villain does swap on to the Brig. That should help a lot with the pressure they're taking from these kind of solo dives coming in from the Winston. This should really help a lot. So we see just some sniping going in, some good cart push coming in. Artemis a lot of pressure. The dragons come out from McCabe. Mauler goes down. Artemis goes down. Trades. But now Taco Truck is one up. Lady Kindred with the shatter, but doesn't get anyone. It does get McCabe in the end. Light Serpent, very low health, but the kills are just coming in on the side of TM Esports, and that will be it for this fight. Butch Villain just trying to get out with their life as best as they can and will not. So this time they do have a dragon combo, but a little bit more, not unconventional, but one we don't see a lot in today's meta, with the Dragon Blade grab. So Tsuka Tenshi has been holding on to this grab for a while. I do want to see it come out fairly soon. Danielle kind of going in the front. Does get shot by Gotham on the side of Team Esports. They are slowly pushing this cart, which is helping. Oh, and a nice two-man grab. The slashes come out. The blade comes out. Goes after the Mercy. Light Serpent under a lot of pressure. Very low at this point. Light Serpent, that nice Danielle with the nice shurikens onto Light Serpent. Resby does pop the ult. Danielle going down to the McCabe's arrow. It's just an all-out brawl at this point. The swaps coming in from both sides. Butch Villain pops the ultimate, trying to keep up the team as best as they can. Another Dragon Strike from McCabe. Lady Kindred does go down to Light Spirit, and Butch Villain gets sniped out from Gotham. Again, not enough high ground pressure from the side of Taco Truck. These snipers on the side of TM Esports are very good, and they're just not under enough pressure. Mauler pops the Primal Rage. I don't really think that late kill was too worth it. Resby will just res that up and they'll go in at full force. Artemis does have another Dragon Strike here. We'll see what they want to do with this. River with the Transcendence though, so River pops the trance very early, but Team Esports going in for an aggressive push. And the kills just coming in one after another. The big shatter from Lady Kindred, but just not enough. Butch Villain and Lady Kindred just trying to stay alive on point, contest it as best as they can, but they will both go down, and that will be the map. Junkertown. Again, a very nice showing from the snipers on the side of Team Esports. Just not enough. They're just getting free shots in, and they're just doing so much work. But very good showing from both sides. I really enjoyed Taco Truck's attempt on the pirate ship. Just didn't break that shield fast enough, but I really liked how they adapted very quickly and said, "Hey, it's not working. Let's swap to this Hanzo and let's get started on a new push." Um, so now the score is 2-0. Let me update that. Oh, D-Man 369, thanks for the follow. Why won't it? Oh, here we go. And 2-0 Team Esports leads. Isn't it best to know you play all three for map score? No problem. :D. So again, the third map we'll be seeing is Hanamura. Um, so we've seen a lot of nope, they're on the right sides. Okay, so Team Esports will be attacking first this time. Team Esports, we've been seeing a lot of this double sniper comp, and it's been working very well for them. Um, Not a lot of pressure on their snipers, and their mechanics are very good, so they're just getting these amazing shots in. Um, Artemis and Danielle both had very good responses to this as well. Artemis, especially on that Hanzo, and Danielle doing a good amount of pressure on the Widow with the Genji, just not enough with those more stationary tanks. Mauler 4500 on that Winston was getting away with a lot of these very aggressive dives. Um, just kind of pushing the backline, getting a kill, and getting out very easily. So I would like to see a little bit more punish coming in from the side of Taco Truck. On the side of Team Esports, though, we are seeing a Ghost comp coming out. So I'm very excited about this. McCabe on the so again, they've been running double sniper all game, all match, but this time we see a little bit of a different look for them in the form of this um, a Goats comp. So Goats comp, if you're not familiar, is triple tank, triple support with Moira, Lucio, Brig, and Ryan, Diva, Zarya, kind of as these are the characteristic characters of Ghost Comp. On the defense, though, we do see a Junkrat, which should help kind of counter, which is a very nice counter to Ghost Comp since they have to stay so compressed, along with this Hanzo for that more long range pressure. But we'll see how the side of Taco Truck deals with this Slambulance coming in very quickly. So a bit of scouting, and they should realize by now that it is Goat's Comp. It's just this big meatball. A lot of damage coming out from Artemis though, but Artemis getting very low, under a lot of pressure. Oh, and Taco Truck just going down from the side of Team Esports. Just going in, getting these quick kills. Artemis, the last one on point. Artemis will have the rip tire for the next defense, so hopefully they'll be able to prevent the snowball from coming in. Light Serpent on the Lucio, speeding them through, and then this is where Ghost Comp really shines through the snowball. So they're just kind of taking positioning on point. Artemis coming in with the rip tire. No sniper this time to take care of it. Oh, and does get a nice double kill onto the two main supports on the side of Team Esports. They are trading out a little bit, but there shouldn't be enough sustain on the side of Team Esports to finish out this fight. Just trying to, oh, but a big shatter from Mauler. Cleaning up these kills as best as they can. Danielle does pop the Dragon Strike, does not get anyone with it. Resby coming up close on that. Oh, but does taking down from McCabe, and the supports on the side of Team Esports are coming back in now. Light Serpent and a River are back now. Tsuke and she, the only one on point. Oh, and a grab, a nice charge from Lady Kindred, but um uh and Artemis coming out on the Mei, just trying to stall as best as he can. Resby with the ult, just trying to keep the Mei up as best as they can. Artemis does go down on the Mei. Butch Villain come back in, and the ults are just coming out um from the side of Team Esports, one after the other, as well as the side of Taco Truck. They're just staggering one after the other, trying to stall this point as long as they can. Resby's still alive for a while. Butch Villain coming out with the nano boost, but Tsukatenshi goes down. Oh, Artemis gets another ice block up. Does get nanoed. Artemis just trying to do as best as they can, but will not get off back on the point. And again, like I said, Ghost Comp, this snowball is what is really so key for them. Um, Artemis almost turned that around with that amazing tire onto the two supports, but the cleanup just wasn't fast enough. And Moira, Lucio being two very quick characters, Light Serpent and River just got back to the fight just too fast um, for Taco Truck to fully stabilize. So um, now we are have Taco Truck on the offense and Team Esports on the defense. We'll see what they want to run on each side. Um, Tsukatenshi looking onto that Diva, maybe to help with the snipers on Team Esports a little bit more. Um, on the side of Team Esports, we are seeing a pretty standard comp, very similar to the one we saw from the side of Taco Truck on their defense. Um, with Yep, so it's the same exact comp that Taco Truck ran on their defense with the Rein Zarya, Hanzo, Junkrat, Mercy, Zen. On the other side of Taco Truck, we are seeing kind of like a mobile death ball with Artemis on the Pharah. So a little bit more Pharah play today. We didn't see much besides um, McCabe and Artemis on Ilios well. And then Danielle onto the Hanzo this time. So there is no grav on the side of Taco Truck for the attack, but um, the Diva should help a little bit more with the peel on the backline especially. Artemis just flowing up, sees McCabe in the window, gets a nice spotty shot on a nice direct rocket. Um, Taco Truck just taking this very slowly. Artemis getting these nice splash damage rockets in onto the side of Team Esports. Home Dog going pretty low already. Mauler gets taken out by Tsukatenshi. Artemis does get trapped, but does get taken down. Trades are coming in from both sides. Um, Resby does go for the res, but Home Dog just from the side takes her out. And Team Esports will stabilize here on the defense. So some nice picks on from both sides, some good trades, but again, Taco Truck just not able to capitalize quick enough on those kills to get a more aggressive positioning. Artemis doing very well with these direct rockets. Danielle coming up in this Dragon Strike might want to pop it early to kind of split the team. Does have that Sonic up and will pop it. Let's see what they get with this. Mauler going down very quickly, thanks to that damage boost from Resby. Um, a counter dragon's coming out from the side of Team Esports. Does take out Bush Villain. Danielle on point, just trying to clean up as best as they can, especially with no shield tank on the side of Team Esports. The tire comes in, doesn't get it, and Taco Truck just losing numbers one by one and will not be able to finish out that fight. Got him with the Junkrat, trying to take the Pharah out of the air, gets her very low, almost there. Resby, Light Serpent gets the res onto River, and Resby will have to get out somehow. Did get out a while ago, actually. So Lady Kindred coming up on this, on the, does have the Earth Shatter. Let's see what they try to do with this on this next engagement. Another tire, very quick from Gato. Oh, and a nice tire grab combo. Oh, but only takes out Lady Kindred. Tsukatenshi with that follow-up damage does get popped out of mech. And it's another quick reset on the side of Taco Truck. A nice strategic death. Artemis does get a late kill onto Gotham. Oh, and Light Serpent does go for the res, but too aggressive. Mauler split up from the side of the rest of their team with that dragon. Does have the fire, but gets charged by Lady Kindred. Lady Kindred with the huge charge shutting down that. Oh, and Mauler does not have the Earth Shatter anymore. And this should be a nice clean capture. River does pop the trance. A little questionable, in my opinion. Trying to recontest maybe, but the fight was just lost at that point. Just not enough numbers, and Team Esports will be able to reset for the second point defense. So hopefully Taco Truck can come back with a nice strong second point attack, um, um, and come back in. They will be at a disadvantage in terms of time bank, but hopefully they'll do well enough to stay in the game. Taco Truck coming in from the center, um, pops the bomb but does not get anyone. Butch Villain just trying to snipe out as best as they can. River with this amazing high ground positioning. They do pop the Earth Shatter from Lady Kindred. Does get a few nice stuns, but no follow-up damage. The numbers advantage just at a numbers disadvantage, so we'll have to back out. Butch Villain does get taken out in the end by Gotham. So a very strong defensive position from the side of Team Esports. Just able to shut that attempted, not snowball really, but that attempted first push onto the second point very quickly. And as we can see, Team Esports all up here on the high ground. They will be scouted out by Danielle's Sonic Arrow though, and coming up very quickly on this dragon. So maybe they'll want to pop this to get them off that high ground. Artemis does have the Resby going in with the with the Valkyrie. Artemis does go down early. The Dragons comes out from Danielle. Doesn't get anyone. Kind of pushes them off point a little bit. Tsukenshi gets demeched. Danielle gets taken down by Mauler. And it's just Lady Kindred trying to reset quickly, get off point, and go in for another fight. So on the side of Taco Truck, they did use quite a few ults there. The Dragon Strike as well as the Valkyrie that they won't have for the next fight. So Team Esports will have the ult advantage for this fight with the, especially with that grab tire combo once more. We'll see if they can hit an even better one than the one they had on the defense. Taco Truck a little spread out on their engagement, just trying to poke a little from the top right side. Tsukatenshi a little bit on this long flank by their self. Artemis kind of trying to go in from main, trying to get that cheeky angle for the rocket barrage, but can't find it as of now. Mauler does get the shatter off, does stun one, but just not enough follow-up damage to finish them off. Butch Villain does pop the trance. Mauler a little out of position now. Artemis does still have the ult, but Danielle gets taken out, and I'm thinking Tsukatenshi does get demeched, and I think Artemis will hold on to this barrage just a little bit longer. The Pharah is becoming a little difficult to play on second point, especially with this, the lack of angles, especially when the defense is kind of situated up on that high ground. Since there's not that much of more of a skybox that Artemis can take advantage over here. Taco Truck just regrouping, trying to figure out how they want to take this next engage. Perhaps they'll go in main this time rather than top right, but we'll see. They are taking the left side of the little pagoda or gazebo, whatever it is outside. Lady Kindred coming up through the center, but Danielle again taken out quickly to start off the fight. Artemis goes down again. Resby does pop the Valk, trying to go in for a res possibly. Home Dog does go down. Mauler does go down. So no tanks on the side of Team Esports. A very late Transcendence, I'd say. Light Serpent does get Mauler back up, but the two tanks on the side of Taco Truck are just trying to cap point as best as they can. Artemis coming in from the side with still with the barrage again. Um, will they use it here or no? They'll back out just to touch at the last moment. It's looking very grim for Taco Truck for right now. Tsukatenshi hiding with and DMAX, so this is very scary. Danielle swapping off to the soldier, trying to get there faster. Um, but on the side of TM Esports, all they have is the Valk. They're coming up on an Earth Shatter, but really, oh, Artemis does go down, and no barrage to come in and clean up this fight. Butch Villain just trying to get on point as fast as they can with the Transcendence, blocked Shatter by Mauler. Um, Light Serpent pops the Valkyrie, and should be able to clean up this fight very quickly. Takes out Resby with a few headshots, and this will be a cleanup for the side of Team Esports for a 3-0 match score. So Team Esports did get a little bit aggressive, especially on that first point defense,
Play
um,
of the game.
with Gotham going down first, and then um, their Mercy, Light Serpent also going down. So that's kind of what broke open the floodgates for Taco Truck to kind of come in um, and take them out. Very good showing from both sides. Um, very strong. Um, the Team Esports DPS players are very strong, and they played around them very well, protecting them, making sure they weren't under any pressure really. Um, allowing them to just get a lot of work done um, really quickly. On the side of Taco Truck, they're I would have liked to see a little bit more pressure. Try to force these engagements a little bit more. They were very passive, and it played very well when the enemies made mistakes, but they need to force the enemies' mistakes a little bit more. Put them in a little bit more pressure to get those mistakes out of them, rather than wait for them to kind of happen naturally. Um, but when those mistakes did happen naturally, Taco Truck immediately capitalized them and did a very good job. So. Um, that's going to be it for this match. Um, thanks to everyone that came out to support the stream, support the teams, and just have some good Overwatch to watch for um, the first match of the Death Blossoms Friends community tournament. Um, both teams had a great showing, great first match. I can't wait to see how they do for the rest of the tournament. Um, and as always, I'll be casting as much as I can. So I hope to see you guys in the near future. And thanks for tuning in.